Have you ever been on a walk into around a city and thought to yourself, like, man, you know what would really add to this experience? Is if you could go around to local restaurants, eat some local food, drink some local drinks, and then carry on with the tour again. Well, did you know that here in Skopje in Macedonia, you can do just that?
I think it's more traditional.
Oh, it's so good. I'm very excited.
It's so nice.
We're Sarah and Marek, amateur backpackers who somehow managed to travel around Europe for a whole year for under $10,000. From working on sailboats to hitchhiking across 3 countries, our budget travels have been anything but boring. We're about to start a trip through the infamous Balkans, 8 countries in 6 weeks. Can we do it? Subscribe to find out.
We're on our way now to meet up with our guide from Skopje Daily Tours.
Hey.
Suppose yours, Marek?
Marek.
And yours?
Sarah.
Nice to meet you.
I'm your guide for today. Skopje food by food.
Yes. First up, time for some traditional breakfast in the afternoon.
Oh, it smells so good in here.
Yeah, it smells really good.
We had a couple options for flavors, but we went with the freshest burek, which is meat flavor. This is a very popular Balkan dish, so we've had it quite a few times in the countries we've been traveling through so far, and we really enjoy it every time. This one looks particularly fresh, so I'm very excited to taste it. It's a good one.
Together with burek, we've got something called vikolski. It's basically like a mixture between ayran and yogurt, but it's a thicker version of it. So like, I'd be amazed if you can hear that.
Ooh.
It's really thick, but it's not as salty as ayran. It's really nice, but it does like it coats your throat on the way down. Really fresh, really crunchy, full of meaty flavor. Perfect combination. Could eat that for breakfast every day. Wow, that was a very good start to the tour. Delicious.
The bakery we just visited was established in 1941, and our guide Milo was telling us that generally in day-to-day life, that kind of breakfast is what people go for. It's a quick half-an-hour thing, and businesses here even schedule a half-an-hour break for people, so it's common that people would go out, find a quick burek and some drinking yogurt, and that would be their lunch for the day, or breakfast.
Something that I found so interesting about this church behind us right here is that it's not old. We can't even give you a date of construction yet because it is actually still under construction like right now. Usually when we see churches and structures like this, they are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old, but not this one. And I find that so cool that structures like this are still being built today. Did you know Mother Teresa was born here in Skopje? And this building behind me right here is Mother Teresa Memorial House. behind Maratje is the old railway station. And something that I find incredibly interesting is that that main clock right there used to work up until July of 1963 when a huge earthquake hit Skopje. And the exact time that the clock stopped working is the exact time of the earthquake. Like the earthquake stopped the clock and they've left it right there. Like, I'm a little blown away, I don't know why. It's really cool. And another thing, those like big cement block looking things that you can see are actually tombstones, and they are Roman tombstones. And something that's also interesting about Skopje is that they are buried everywhere. So when they're busy digging up roads and laying new sewage pipes, they often come across these tombstones. And one of these tombstones were actually found as recently as just 3 years ago. We are walking on history. History is below our feet. Wow.
So if you take a look at the road here, you can see it's a specific style with like these type of rocks, and they've actually put sand in between the type of rocks. It's called kaldemar, which is a Turkish word, if I'm not mistaken. The reason they've made it this particular way is because the sand actually absorbs water. So they built them this way so that when it would rain, when there was water on the road, it would absorb the water and the roads would stay dry.
Next up, the green market.
Usually this market is packed with people, but today's really cold, so most people have decided to rather stay home.
We've come to the green market to taste some cheese.
This is a product of the cheese, but not cheese. We call urda. Urda it's a mix, you know, a grind cheese which you can spread on the bread. You can spread on the bread, and usually we cook this with paprika. Urda is an old word for this.
Sheep's cheese?
Sheep's cheese.
Strongest cheese here.
I really like sheep's cheese. Goat cheese.
Goat cheese. So bitter cheese is the strongest. And most salt is not Macedonian cheese.
Ovo je mešano kaškavalče.
Strongest, saltiest.
Ajtečko i za tebe odvijeната.
Cheers.
Wow.
It hits you.
Hit at the same time, that is salty.
Wow.
Whoa.
This is kaymak.
Ah, okay.
Kaymak is a
Kaymak.
Turkish word.
That's also really good.
That's creamy.
Really.
It tastes like cream. Yeah.
Do you like that?
Oh, it's so good. Can we get a little bit of that one too?
Yeah, if you like.
We got some sheep's cheese and some of that last one, kaymak. That was so good. I'm so excited to eat this later.
We didn't set out to buy cheese here, but it was so good we had
That
to.
cheese convinced us.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Over a bridge that goes over the Varda River, and this river actually splits the city into the new city and the old city, and we're now going across into the old city.
Skopje is one of those cities where you walk around a corner and you're like, wow. You walk around another corner and you're like, wow. And just every corner that you walk around, it's just continually being blown away. The city This city is stunning. Welcome to the old town in Skopje. Next food stop, we don't know what we're eating, but it's going to be great to get inside again because it is really cold.
Now it's not gonna be cold.
That's okay. This is so big. How many like tots is this? Is this like a triple shot? So this is yellow rakia. The traditional name, Zolta rakia, which basically means yellow rakia. And obviously, I'm sure you can tell why it's called that. Cheers. Wow.
Actually, this is the best thing.
The bread.
That's the best thing. When you will try, you will see. Here we go.
Thank you.
You're gonna eat.
Think a tomato and cucumber salad, but just piled with cheese. Nice, smooth, rich cheese. This is where I'm gonna make salad. That's from now on.
We put in the plates the kebabs, but I think it's more traditional. It's more better for you
Okay.
to put in the beans inside.
Thank you. This looks
Get over it.
amazing.
Get over it.
Hvala.
Na zdravje.
Hvala ti.
So this is kebab, but it's been served over baked beans, which is a more traditional way of eating it. Wow. Kebab is already always super moist, but served over the beans like this even more so. I want to try some with the beans. There's also red pepper in here and it makes it so sweet. Wow, that's so good. Getting every last little bit in there.
That's really nice. Beer, rakia, kebab with some baked beans. We are ready to tackle the cold for this last little bit. And although the majority religion here in North Macedonia is Orthodox Christianity, this behind me right here is one of the biggest mosques in all of Skopje. This is a Mustafa Mosque.
Ona gi slika sad.
Ne, nema problem.
Interesno.
Nije problem. Čejem ovako, jedno rasnica.
Jedna rasnica I
Just when you thought we were finished eating, it's time for dessert. Oh, it's upside down. Oh no. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Wow. So we've got two different types of desserts here. We got rasnica and
Lokum.
lokum. This one is like a walnut biscuit cookie type thingy, and this is a. Honestly, I have no idea what it is,
There's
but
a
it
lot
looks
in
really
there.
good. It's like powdered sugar on it.
I think it's super sweet.
It's really sweet.
That's my
But it
one.
looks nice. I'm gonna go with my one first, called the rasnica. Looks like a horseshoe almost. Yeah. Here goes nothing. Subtle. Not too sweet. This is perfect for after a meal, or like an in-between meal snack. It's really nice. Crunchy, but also a bit soft at the same time. Very good.
Time for my super sweet one. Wow. There's so much going on in here. And it's like chewy and sticky and this is really good. And there's nuts in there. I think there's even some pistachio. Wow.
Okay. Yours is the best. It's really nice. It's almost like a jelly sweet, but with nuts in between. It's really nice. Okay, quickly, our battery's going flat. Honestly, if you're on a limited time budget, or even if you're not, a food by foot tour through a city is the best way to see it. Not only do you go and see all the sights and learn about the history of a place, but you also get to taste the local food. So it's just a total immersive experience into the culture in a very short time period. It is amazing.
Thank you so much to Skopje Daily Tours for this awesome experience. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one. Very different. Our guide is telling us that the difference between summer and winter and autumn and spring is very noticeable. You can tell the difference between each season. What am I even saying?
Oh, there's a bit of a nothing shot there.